Hi, and welcome to Wine and Spirits with Stephanie, a new series where you ask the questions and we ask the experts. Anything and everything you want to know about beer, bourbon, food, and of course, wine. Today we have a question from John in Madison, and he was asking about the proper way to open a bottle of wine. We've chosen today the Skyfall. This is a beautiful Cabernet from Washington State. This wine is got aromas of plum, butter, and dried herbs, as well as plump raspberry and cherries. This is delicious. The tannins are just slight on this wine. They're not overwhelming. Now, I'm going to attempt to open this bottle of wine properly. Now, there are different ways that people like to do this. I personally like to hold the bottle steady and then turn the cork. There are people who say hold the corkscrew steady and turn the bottle. It's just a little more difficult. As you can tell, I'm using a two-step cork opener. Also takes a little bit of skill and practice, but believe it or not, it's even easier than those bunny ears. Now, obviously, if you have an electric opener, that's gonna be the easiest. Now, as soon as you do that, your step needs to sit on the bottle. Now you'll notice I might be just a little off. That's okay. You can turn it until it sits just right. And then you're gonna hold it with your hand. It's gonna sit and, oops, I should probably show you, on the bottle, and you'll start to open it. All right, we're halfway there. You're gonna pop it open, and now you'll see the second step is on that bottle. Again, you'll hold it with your hand, slowly. Now, this looks pretty good. Just wiggle it. Don't go crazy, there's no special way, and pop. So now what do you do with leftover wine? And this is John's second question, which is kind of funny because I know someone out there is gonna say, what's leftover wine? It happens. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can push this cork back into the bottle as tight as you can get it. And I actually recommend you put it in the refrigerator. The cold air will condense what air is left in that bottle. And so we do know that air is what damages wine, right? So we want to get that cork in there, put it in the refrigerator, it can condense. But is there another way? And there is. Also, pretty easy, pull that back out. What we do at the wine shop is we use a pump. You'll put that right in, pop it in. Now this is just open, so I didn't have to pump it too much. But you'll pump it until it gets that tight. Pop it off, and there you go. It's sealed tight, brand new and open. So let's talk a little bit about how long can you preserve your leftover wine. For white wines, you can hold that wine for about 5 days. If we're talking about red wine, it's 3 to 6 days, and sparkling wine is just 1 to 3 days. Do you have a question? Let me know. Check the QR code below. You'll see it on your screen. Just scan that, and it'll give you an option to choose your question. Whether it's beer, bourbon, food, or wine, just ask Stephanie and we'll get you the answer. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Wine and Spirits with Stephanie. Before you go, we want to keep you in the know with what's happening in the family. Did you hear? Purveyor is opening a piano bar. Late night, small bites and cocktails. Stay tuned for details and follow us on social media. Always want to stay in the know? Visit us at eventsnorthalabama.com.